So right now you're looking at Lego Shop at Home, and this is the Battle of Endor's Brickheadz set number 40623. It is sold out. So I hope all of those people that needed to be talked down off the ledge have put their minds at ease. This is, again, as I've said in the past, a concern for some resellers, and this, to be honest, was not a concern. I'm more concerned on whether or not this is going to hit $100 this upcoming Q4 than I was if it was going to sell out in January or February. So hopefully this will have put everybody's minds at ease and we can go ahead and move on. So even though this is going to be a YouTube video about upcoming Star Wars sets, we're going to talk about two of them. There is going to be a lot in this first part of the icebreaker that involves whether things are going to sell, whether they're not going to sell, whether they're duds, and all kinds of other stuff. I decided to talk about this because there was a YouTube comment and he brought up a good point, and I thought that it would be good for everybody if I just became a little bit more nuanced. So again, this video is going to be kind of a two-parter. One is going to be around the Amazon Lego reselling business, and the other one is going to be a review of the Star Wars sets that are coming out. I will go ahead and put the chapters in the description below, just in case there's anything that you wanted to fast forward to. So this question comes from this YouTube viewer right here. Unfortunately, I'm not going to try and pronounce the name because I think I'm just going to mess it up. But they say, do you really still bother about Batman sets? The Scarecrow, Tumbler, and the 1989 Batwing, which were both absolutely hyped by the Lego investing community, are already retired over 1 year and both have absolutely tanked, at least here in Europe. I think that's fair to say in the United States too. And they are both much better sets than the ones you are showing here. Now the sets that I am showing here, he is referring to my last video. It was a Batman retiring sets video, and we're just going to dig into those Batman sets a little bit. So right now you're looking at Lego DC Batmobile Tumbler Scarecrow Showdown set number 76239, and you can see right here that I purchased this set 3 times. I'm sharing that because I have no choice but to share it because it's on my Amazon screen, but also I think it's a good point to show that I put my money where my mouth is, right? Now for me, this was a very disappointing set. I thought this was going to be a grand slam out of the park winner, but I do want to talk about why I think this set has performed so poorly post-retirement. So when you go to Camel 3X, you can see right here, this set was supposed to have retired right here in December. And you could see, even though they may have stopped production on it, they had an ample amount of inventory, right? So of course the price is going to be suppressed, at least to a degree. Now it does look like, for all intents and purposes, the inventory on Amazon at least did dry up. Now when Q4 came, you could see that's when it kind of went off to the races. So let's say that this set retired this past December and it had a chart like that. I think that would be amazing, right? The lowest you could have purchased this on Amazon was $31, and let's say hypothetically in this exercise, about a month after it has retired, it would have jumped to $72. I think that would have been amazing. So I really do feel that when it comes to this right here, it's not necessarily as people just didn't want to buy it. I think people were buying it. I just think that there was a lot of inventory, a glut of inventory post-retirement, and that's why this set hasn't performed as well as I would have expected. It'll be interesting to see if this set goes to 100 or even over 100 come this upcoming Q4. And we're going to talk about this set right here, the Lego DC Batman 1989 Batwing. Here's the deal, folks. I never said that I was going to purchase this for investment, and I didn't. I have one. It is right over there, and I never planned on buying more than one, so I don't know what were in the thoughts of some of those other Lego resellers out there that may have recommended this, and they shouldn't recommend because you should never give investment advice on YouTube. But when it came to the two sets that were available at that time, the 1989 Batwing and the UCS Batmobile 1989, I really thought if there was going to be a winner, which I didn't even go into that Batmobile set, I thought it it would have been the 1989 Batmobile, and that's exactly what happened. This right here is Camel 3X, and you are looking at the UCS 1989 Batmobile. It really was off to the races once it dried up. So even if you would have purchased this at full price Jones, which I wouldn't recommend, you really did make a lot of money. Now, it does look like it has plateaued. I really don't know why, if there are Lego investors out there that still have this inventory, why they're not getting rid of it now. I know that's something I would do if I was in their shoes. But this is a set that has performed very well. And again, I didn't purchase this set just because I didn't think it would do well, because I purchased the first $200 Tumbler maybe 10 years ago, and it didn't do well post-retirement. So I didn't think there was a reason to purchase the UCS Batmobile, but that was one that I missed and I regret not buying. So just to do a quick recap, whenever a set doesn't do well, it's not always because there wasn't a demand for it. There could still be a large amount of supply. There could be Lego sets coming out the following year that are an exact copy, almost an exact copy, of the Lego sets that are retiring. And that's why I diversify my Lego inventory, and I think you should also. All right, you're looking at Jay's Brick Blog. We are going to get into 2 Star Wars sets. Now, I'm just going to be honest, and I don't mean to do this, it's just the way it is though. These mini sets I'm not going to talk about on the regular public YouTube channel. This is something that I'm probably going to be talking about to the Patreon members only. I'll definitely be bringing these topics up during our next group chat, which is the second Thursday of every month at 9 p.m. If that's something you wanted to go ahead and check out, the link is down below. But these 2 sets, the boarding of Tantive 4 and the R2D2 set, which I absolutely love, and I can't wait to talk to you people about it. Those are the 2 sets that we're going to be talking about. So this right here is the boarding of Tantive 4, set number 75387. Here's the deal, folks. I mean, this set is, I don't want to say a slam dunk winner, but it comes with 7 minifigures, right? I mean, if you were to get this set for $45, any Star Wars set for $45, and have it come with 7 minifigs, I think it's going to be a, all in all, not an absolute winner, but I think it would be smart to consider adding a set like this into your reselling inventory. This is a set that is long overdue. I would definitely say whenever it comes to the 20th century, this Darth Vader boarding scene is probably one of the best scenes ever when it comes to Star Wars. Now, when we're talking about the 21st century, I definitely think Darth Vader boarding the ship on Rogue One, oh my gosh, that's in my top 3 favorite Vader scenes of all time. It was just so powerful to watch that my adrenaline was just coursing through my veins. So I do like this set. This is something that I will consider putting into my inventory. I'm not necessarily going to absolutely put it in my inventory, but when we get towards the end of the video and I share with you what I have in the Excel spreadsheet, you can kind of see where my thoughts are a little bit more clear. All right, folks, I absolutely love this set, and I'm going to make the case for you to potentially consider purchasing this Lego set and adding it to your Lego reselling inventory. I absolutely love this set. Now, let's talk about the cons, which I honestly don't think that there are that many at all, but I'm going to share with you the chatter and things that I've heard about this set. Some of the cons that people think about this is that Lego just keeps on producing R2D2 sets. I actually don't think that's the case at all, and I'm going to share why I think that in a few moments. When it comes to the box art, I absolutely love this box art right here. I think that the box art is very similar to this box art right here, the 10225, my very first Lego set that I purchased for reselling. I think I had 26 units. I purchased that set. It retailed for $180. I think I was able to get them at $130, and then I sold them maybe 18 months later for $350, and that made me get hook, line, and sinker into the Lego reselling game. This UCS set right here, the R2D2 set number 75308, Currently going for 240 bucks. My first opinion is that this is way overpriced. I don't know anybody that would purchase this set for resale unless they were maybe able to get this for 50% off. Now here's the thing, and I've talked about this in the past, right? Whether we're talking about Harry Potter Hogwarts Express or the Star Wars Republic gunship, right? Those two sets, when they retire, they will be sold at a premium, just like any other Lego retired set, right? But when you have the more affordable sets that will eventually retire, you need to ask yourself, will somebody be willing to spend $500 on this UCS R2-D2? Or will they see this as an alternative and they'll say to themselves, you know what, I see myself purchasing this set for $175, a lot more than I see myself purchasing the UCS R2-D2. So let's talk about this set right here, the Lego Star Wars Boost Droid Commander set number 75253. How many resellers out there purchase this set, right? The current retail price on this is $296, which in my opinion is not a bad price post-retirement, right? Now this was a set that I didn't purchase. I actually was interested in purchasing this set just because I had a few resellers kind of hammer me and they said, you really need to consider this set to purchase. And I said, okay, I'll go ahead and I'll consider it. And right whenever I wanted to pull the trigger on this set, the set's dried up and I just couldn't get it, right? But I don't think that this set is an exclusive R2 set. Now there might be some angst in the Lego Star Wars community because there are some R2-D2 sets out there in circulation and they're waiting on Lego to create other sets that they feel are more in demand. And I get that, right? But I really don't think that the R2-D2 is in any ways like the Hulkbuster, where there's just Hulkbuster after Hulkbuster after Hulkbuster. If I had to measure in my mind, I really think Lego producing these R2-D2 sets, I think they're doing it just at the right pace, and that makes me comfortable. So when we go to the Excel, you can see that the two sets that we just talked about, the R2-D2 and the Star Wars boarding of Tantive 5, if I were to add these sets to my Lego inventory, these are the prices, bare minimum, that I would go ahead and I would gobble them up on. These are the sell prices, bare minimum sell prices that I would consider selling them for. And as you can see, it's not that terrible of an ROI. Now, I will say at the end of the day, and it's been a while since I've said this, and I think it's worth mentioning, ROIs are great, but I really think at the end of the day, how much cash you get back in return is more important than ROI. I would rank ROI as a close second. But if you're able to make $100 profit off of every R2-D2 that you could get your hands on, I really think that's a respectable play when it comes to potentially reselling that Lego set. Now, when it comes to the Star Wars boarding of the Tantive 5, that's the bare minimum. In theory, this set should do better because this is the first set that is out there that has showcased that scene. But my overall pick on this would probably be the R2-D2 over the boarding of the Tantive 4. That's it, friends. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Once again, I'm Jim with wolfofbricks.com. Always go out there and get it.